Alright, we are at 12-Mile Beach Campground and we're getting ready to begin our hike of the Pictured Rocks. We had originally planned to start at the Grand Sable Visitor Center, but the weather forecast for yesterday was less than ideal. It basically was pouring rain and cold the whole day, so we decided to skip the first day of our hike and start at 12-Mile Beach. And so that's what we're doing. Well, we're stopping at 7 Mile for a quick break, breakfast slash blister preventative break. And most of the section of the trail so far has been sandy or muddy with roots, I'd say, as the terrain. It borders Lake Superior, which is kind of beautiful. There's like a lot of kind of just like overlook points along the way as you're going through the woods. So you can hear the waves crashing the whole time you're hiking on the trail on this section, which is pretty cool. And we decided to start our trip the weekend before Memorial Day, so it's like May, the end of May, but there's still snow on the ground. I've seen a lot of patches of snow along the trail. It poured rain yesterday, so yeah, we got mud too. And hopefully we don't see any bears, but if we do, yeah, if we do, I'm prepared. I got a holstered bear spray and I'm not afraid to use it. All right, what are you guys looking forward to the most?
Getting warm in the tent? Yeah.
What about backpacking meals?
Sunshine tomorrow?
So we're just taking a break and looking around. And oh, what did somebody leave on the trail? Just a whole bunch of bananas. Yep, bananas.
This bridge doesn't look sketchy at all. Alright, so we've got about a mile and a half left until camp, and sorry, climbing over a log. So we've got about a mile and a half left until camp, and we finally just saw our first other backpackers of the day. Now, we hadn't seen anyone since the shuttle driver dropped us off. Well, 9 miles down. Only like 22 more to go. Well, we have our camp set up now, so everyone else is in the tent. I decided, since I didn't really eat while we were hiking because my stomach wasn't happy, I'm gonna have some lunch. So we made it to Beaver Creek, and Megan said she couldn't find the outhouse, so I went looking for it. And let's just say, if you camp at the Beaver Creek campground, it's not an outhouse. It's like a toilet in the middle of the woods. So just a warning, just a heads up. Well, we made it through our first day of hiking, and now we're just relaxing in our tent until dinner time. One of the benefits of going when there's still snow on the ground is that I didn't see any bugs. Did you see any bugs?
Well, one fly.
One fly.
One fly.
Well, it's sort of blotchy, but my hand is only minimally swollen. Not too bad for only having my cast off for like a week. So this is my first actual backpacking trip using gaiters. But so far I've got to say, I'm a fan. I got to camp after 9 miles of hiking and like no sand or like anything in my shoes. They're free of all kinds of debris, which was wonderful. So we stayed in our campsite for a bit and took like a 3-hour nap, and now we're just checking out the beach, making some dinner. Erin, what are you having for dinner?
I'm having Three Sister stew.
What are you having, Megan?
I'm having the chili mac with beef. Mmm. What are you having, Christy?
I am having some chili, which actually smells really good, and some pesto pasta from Outdoor Herbivore. So I just have to say, this Outdoor Herbivore chunky chipotle chili, amazing. It's like homemade tasting. Oh yeah, so this pesto noodles is pretty good too. Just a heads up. So this is actually my dirty water, and I got it out of Beaver Creek, and it's so clear. Alright, video update on some of the ridiculous shit we've found on our trip so far that people left behind.
I found a whole bunch of bananas. Like, literally a whole bunch of bananas. That shit's bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
What did you find, Erin?
I found an empty juice container right behind our little eating spot here and a friggin' pink flip-flop down the beach.
Like
Just
somebody
one.
just took it off and forgot it here.
Oh, we also found orange peels
And orange peels.
and dog turds.
Ugh.
Guess what Megan did? Tell him, Megan.
I don't know. Nothing. Flash Lake Superior.
That's right. Who started a fire all by themselves and didn't need to be rescued?
Us.
Alright, we're getting ready to call it a night, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Night.
Well, it's breakfast time on the second day of our hike. We'll be hiking from Beaver Creek to Mosquito River today.
I'm having a vanilla latte from Starbucks and then one of my Lorna bars.
What are you having?
I also have a vanilla latte, some jerky, and some steel cut oats.
Oh, fancy.
What about you?
I am having black coffee and strawberry Pop-Tarts. So I just peed and I turned around, and this tree was a little happy to see me. Another water crossing. So we're hiking and we just found this really cool cliff rock thing. I'm not climbing up there. Are you climbing up there? Well, we made it to the coves. And that behind me is where we're headed. Erin's down there making friends. So we just climbed down a steep hill of mud after climbing up a steep ladder of mud. Which is quite fun with a... See that ladder all the way up there? That's where we just came from.
It's like right on the arch of my
They're on the cliff. Well, I'm happily not on the cliff. Oh, this isn't ominous looking. So, one thing I will say, maybe about a little over a month, around a month before we left to do this hike, I fell while I was running and fractured the base of my 5th metacarpal. So I had a cast on and I just got it off about a week ago. And I will say, you have a broken hand, some elements of this trail, I guess it's doable, but some elements of this trail are like not going to be fun. And if you do it, make sure you have the weight in your pack distributed well, because your balance actually matters. So we're stopping up here on this cliff for lunch. We have a nice view overlooking Spray Falls. And we have, I think, maybe like 1.3 miles left till we get to Chapel Beach. And then another like 4 point something to Mosquito. And then we'll be setting up camp. So, random lunchtime thoughts while I'm eating my Snickers bar. I'd like to know how many guys have peed off this cliff. If you're a guy who's watching this who's peed off this cliff, please let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious. So far the trail today has been a lot more challenging than yesterday's hike, I'd have to say. There were a lot of just like kind of sketchy hills to climb, and like where there was kind of just like loose rocks and sand and then like roots everywhere, and a lot of just like ladder things. Not the funnest to do when you recently broke your hand and kind of like want to use it to pull yourself up, but we got through it and we're gonna push on through. Yeah, so we're just chilling on this random clifftop beach. Found another waterfall. And here's the other side of the falls. And I finally made it to Chapel Rock. Well, we just climbed down a staircase of mud, and now we're at the bottom of Chapel Rock. There's Chapel Falls. We made it to Grand Portal Point, and those guys took a picture for us. Whew, my feet are pretty tired, so this is cool and all, but I can't wait to be off of them. Well, we made it to Mosquito, and we got our camp set up. Now we're just trying to get water and eat so we can go to bed. The last part of the hike today felt like forever. But we're here. Megan so bravely fished out my water. She's such a good friend. Well, it's the last day of our trip and the weather's crappy, so we're gonna hurry up and peace out. Mosquito Beach. Well, we're chilling here at Miners Beach, having a snack, and we just hiked out of Mosquito in the rain and past some water crossings and some unintentional water crossings and a big slippery downhill. So that was fun. I guess we're gonna go look at our last interesting thing before we get back. Anyone else have anything to say? We made it to Miners Castle and there is a pretty crabtastic climb. It wasn't like sketchy or anything, it was just challenging, I guess, after you know you're tired already, but we made it here. We're about like halfway through our day, I want to say, and then we're gonna get back to the car. Alright, we made it to the Munising Falls Visitor Center. The trail did have one final screw you for us, but we made it through despite the trail closed sign being down. Swollen hand. Dirty hand. Final thoughts.
Not too bad. I wish there wasn't so much mud. All I want is burger.
Final thoughts, Megan.
I'm glad to be done. It was fun. Sometimes. Sometimes it sucked.
So now we're gonna go check into our hotel room and relax. See ya.